Today is another crazy day because we're about to start another crazy noob to pro journey. Our journey today is to conquer every single plant with the Ruby mutation, the newest and also the strongest mutation in the game right now. That's right, it's just as strong, maybe even stronger than the Neon mutation. We're going to turn this empty garden into one filled with full Ruby mutation plants. And even the Brainrot area will only have the strongest Ruby mutation creatures like this one. Crazy, right? Then let's start the video. Alright, for some reason my base is completely empty, but the income is still $2.4 million per second. I have nothing to do with this, guys. This is a game bug. Alright, first let's start with the strawberry. Our goal today is to get one Ruby version of every plant. It doesn't have to be gigantic. As long as it's Ruby, we'll consider it complete. Because the higher tier plants with Ruby mutation are insanely powerful. Awesome, we got a Ruby plant on the very first try. That's amazing. From what I can tell, even though the Ruby mutation is just as strong, its appearance rate when the plant grows is much higher than the Neon mutation, guys. So if I had to choose between Neon and Ruby, I'd definitely go with Ruby. It's way easier to get, haha. While I was yapping, I completely missed our Ruby dolphin. Oh my god, I forgot to turn off auto sell. Alright, take a look at this Ruby Cactus, guys. It's so beautiful and cool. And the best part is it hits 230 damage, way higher than a normal plant. Alright, since we already have a Ruby strawberry, let's move on to the next plant. Now it's time for the cactus. Oh my god, a gigantic scarecrow is coming in. If I said I'm not tempted, I'd be lying. I'm drooling over it. But with our current forces, well, you can see it. Hell no. Oh yeah, let's go. We got 2 more Ruby cacti. Awesome. They're not gigantic, but that's fine. I've realized something. The lower the rarity of a plant, the easier it is to get a mutation, guys. I've planted just a few times, and so many mutations popped up. Hopefully, the higher tier plants will be the same. Alright, let's place them down for defense now. And as you can see, we can't even take down a single mythic ghoul like this. Haha, which is totally understandable, of course. Alright, now it's time for the pumpkin. This one isn't a high tier plant either, so the chance of getting a Ruby mutation should be pretty easy. I'm fairly sure of that. See that, guys? On the very first planting, we already got 2 Ruby plants. And we even got a Neon plant too. Let's go. Oh my god, look at this plant, guys. Over 500 damage. Oh my god, it's insane. If it were a bit bigger, I think 1,000 damage would be normal. This plant is probably a bit smaller, so its damage isn't that high. Compared to a normal one, this is insane. This one looks really cool. A devil pumpkin with bright blood red color. Perfect for Halloween decoration. This neon plant is just as cool. So we're just missing 2 more Ruby plants, and then we'll be able to defend all 7 lanes. We got a few Ruby Brainrots here. They're low tier, but that's fine as long as they look cool. Oh, as you know, And now a whole Cerberus is charging straight into my base. Buddy, how do you expect me to deal with it? How am I even supposed to play against this? Alright, now it's time for the dragon fruit. From now on, the plants are legendary tier, which means it's going to be much harder. So hopefully we get a ruby soon to save some time. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at this. We got both a ruby and a gigantic plant on the very first planting. What kind of crazy luck is this, guys? Seems like I'm just more compatible with ruby than neon. In the last neon video, I didn't get anything at all. The gigantic plant hits 2.2k damage, while the ruby one, although smaller, still hits 1.1k damage. Can you see the difference that mutation makes? Guys, insane, right? We've hit our goal with the dragon fruit. Absolutely amazing. Today's luck is definitely on our side, guys. Alright, let's finish up with the ruby brainrots. Come on, Papa. Look at my current stats. Pathetic, right? Hahaha. And the game makes up for it by giving me a secret. Awesome. But I probably still can't defend it. Haha. Oh, more ruby brainrots are coming out, guys. Awesome. Alright, back to the sunflower. This one is only epic tier, so I'm hoping it'll be like the pumpkin. Plant it once and it pops out perfectly. Oh my god, we got two gigantic plants, but no ruby. Such a shame. Oh, H1, gotta move on. Alright, on to the next round. This round didn't drop anything either. Let's move on. Feels like the sunflower is harder to get than the pumpkin. Don't you think, guys? No, still nothing good. Nope. Oh my god. It feels like this sunflower just can't get a ruby mutation, guys. So difficult. Oh, no. I really want to get this one. Gotta catch it. But it looks like it's not happening, guys. I'm too old to react fast enough. Oh man. This time we got a frozen plant, but no ruby. Let's pause for a moment. Here's our current Brainrot lineup. Not too many top tier ones, but overall it's almost full. Haha, not bad at all. Alright, since the sunflower is pretty hard to get a ruby mutation on, I'll skip it for now. Let's move on to the watermelon. We've got 65 watermelon seeds here, not a lot, but we still have to hope. Oh my god, another gigantic plant. Insane, but not what we need here. Haha. Alright, let's take on the boss here and see if we can defeat it. A mythical tier plant. No, the answer is no, guys. Alright, let's plan another batch. Oh man, another gigantic plant. Crazy, right? The giant rate is pretty low, even lower than mutations. Yet it keeps popping up while the thing we actually need doesn't appear. Guys, ha 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 ha.
Oh my god!
Let's go! We got a ruby crocodile. Awesome. Look at this, guys. Almost 1,000 per second. Amazing. It's only mythical, but this is already pretty solid. We've used up all the watermelons. Pretty unlucky, but not too bad, since we got gigantic fruits instead of ruby. So basically, we got what we didn't need. Now it's time for the eggplant. Oh my god, here it is. Let's go. Absolutely amazing. We got both a gigantic plant and a ruby. Exactly what we needed. The gigantic one hits 2.2k damage, while the ruby one, though smaller, still hits 1.1k. Can you see the insane difference mutation makes, guys? Look at how big it is. Oh my god. This ruby plant is insanely cool too. Oh my god. Let's do a quick recap. These are all the plants we've conquered recently. From mythical tier and below, we're only missing the watermelon, grape, and sunflower. Overall, that's a pretty decent success. Not bad at all, hahaha. Look at this. We've got a ruby epic, and it actually looks pretty edgy, doesn't it? 5k per second, and it's only an epic. Oh my god, that's insane. Imagine if it were godly or higher. 10,000 per second would be the minimum. Alright, everything's almost perfect. Just a few more slots and the full ruby base will be complete. The only thing left unfinished is the plants, of course. If it were that easy, everyone could do this challenge, right? Ha 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 ha. We've got 74 grape seeds here. Hopefully we can get just one. Just a single ruby plant, please. Oh my god, here it is, here it is. Let's go. This is absolutely insane. So amazing. We got a ruby grape, and the best part is it's also gigantic. Oh my god. Look at its damage, guys. 23.4k. Oh my god. It's so strong, so awesome, and just absolutely amazing. I couldn't ask for anything more. Alright, buddy. Show them the power of a gigantic ruby plant. Let that little mutt know who you are. Let's go. Plus one rainbow hellhound in the bag. But yeah, we still need more ruby ones. Haha. This is our elite ruby squad right here. So cool, especially with the ruby grape joining the team. Oh, look at this. We've got 3 baby ruby sharks. Awesome. I need you guys. Join the squad. And we've got a few other buddies too. Time to reorganize our Ruby lineup. Alright, our current power is just under 20,000 per second. Ladies and gentlemen, haha, not as strong as I imagined, huh? We've only got 16 cocoa tank and carnivorous plant seeds left since I used them all up in the last gigantic video. So yeah, I'm not expecting much this time, guys. If you hope too much, you'll just end up disappointed anyway. Oh man, we only got a diamond tank. Well, it was kind of expected, so I'm not too disappointed. At least we got one plant with a mutation. That's something to be happy about. Alright, we've got a few mushrooms, lemons, carrots, and tomatoes here. Not a lot. So let's just plant them all at once to save ourselves the pain and false hope. Haha. Alright, we've got a few mushrooms, lemons, carrots, and tomatoes here. Not a lot. So let's just plant them all at once to save ourselves the pain and false hope. Haha. But the important thing is, we still didn't get what we actually need. These plants are insanely strong, guys. Nearly 40k DPS from just one plant. Oh my god. I've got a few mango seeds here. All we can do now is hope, guys. Nothing else we can do. Nope, not even a glimmer of hope here. Ha 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 ha. Only a bunch of tiny trash-tier mango plants. This is the craziest ruby lemon cat I've ever seen, and right now, it's in my hands. You think I fused it myself? Well, you're right, but it was during a different game update, not while I was recording. And now that I'm holding it, I just had to show it off to you guys. Ha ha ha. Too bad. I don't have any lemon seeds right now to fuse and show you guys how it's done. But I do have some mangoes here. They're just as sour anyway. So let's see if we can try fusing them again. Haha. Yeah, this is the dumbest idea I've ever had. Of course, it doesn't work. Am I really this desperate? Oh man. Alright, let's just place it here to make things look nice. Oh my god, a secret just appeared. This is the perfect time to test our Ruby squad. Let's go, team. They passed the test. They're pretty strong, but let's be honest. Most of the damage came from the Grape. Guys, haha. I've got a few Ruby eggs, so I guess I'll have to use them to upgrade our Brainrot lineup. Can't really rely on random spawns anymore. Besides, this method isn't breaking any rules, right? Let's go. A secret with some pretty awesome stats. Oh my god. See? That's all it takes for the base to get stronger. Let's go! This one's from the 7% drop, guys. Oh my god, that's insane. Alright everyone, that was my journey of conquering everything with the Ruby Mutation. Overall, I say we were pretty lucky with the plants. As for the Brainrots squad, well, I'll let you guys be the judge. Haha. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. See you next time.